Recording in progress.
We'll start that. So we need to prepare the MD70 and send the MD70 to your manager or team lead, nothing but a counterpart. So once you get approval, we'll start the development. That means the RISE W components. Then start the unit testings, nothing but a developer testing. Then send a mail to functional team. The functional people will do the one more testing. That's called as the functional testing. Then later we have to prepare the MD120, nothing but a code migration document, and send it to DBA. The DBA will help you to migrate the code to the test instance. Once the code is deployed to test instance, then inform to on-site people. Those people will start the testing. Then later we have to deploy the code to productions, nothing but a go live. Then we'll start the hypercare support. So this is a step-by-step process to work on the new development, any new development in Oracle applications. Maybe we can call it as the AIM, application implementation methodology. So this methodology particularly for Oracle apps, guys, sir. So this won't use by the other developers like a Java, SAP. They have their own methodology. This is only for our Oracle apps, guys, only. So any queries here? A small exception here. Sometimes the functional people are busy with the other work. They want to prepare the FSD document. Instead of preparing the FSD document, simply they will drop a mail to you. In the mail, they will explain the requirement. It's not in detail, it's a high level. They will drop a mail to you and they won't send any MD50. Then in that case, no need to prepare the MD70. Listen near my word, no need to prepare MD70. Directly can start the development. In real time, most of the components like no need to prepare the MD70. There is a urgent requirement or maybe some hurry, okay na? At that time, we want to save the time. So instead of putting some time on the MD70 preparation here, your manager will ask you to ignore the MD70, start the development. So at that time, we are saving some time. You can ignore the MD70, directly can go with the development. No approval, nothing is required. Simply can start with the development. Then it will go with the testing. Testing is a mandatory. So without testing, we want to migrate the code to production. Okay. So one or two, some, or maybe most of the projects will get this exception here. So ignoring the FSD document and ignoring the MD70. Okay. So UAT means user acceptance test. This will done by the users only, nothing but on-site people. So then finally the code will deploy to go live. Once code deployed to go live, nothing but a productions, there is a hypercare support. Most of the time, so it's 1 month only, yeah. Then actual support, the maybe that will go to maybe another client. Maybe the same client also will handle hypercare support. Okay. Now we'll go to, so any queries here? Okay. We'll go to new topic. Yeah. So types of projects. So in real time here, we have different type of projects are there. I will discuss that. So already we came to know implementation. One is the implementation project. The second one is called as the support, or we can call it as the maintenance. It's one of the project type. Then the third one is the upgradation. Upgradation. At last, it's called as the rollout. Rollout. These are the different type of projects are there. Yeah. Implementation means the client is not using the Oracle. Listen here carefully. Implementation is the client is not using the Oracle application product the first time. They want to go with the Oracle product. Then they will get a license and they will gather all the gaps and start the development and fulfill that gaps and okay, na, go to go live. Nothing but a production. So that's called as the implementation project. Okay. There's a pure development. Yeah. Okay. So we will take maybe 6 months or 1 year or 2 year to complete the end-to-end development. Then we'll okay, na, test it and deploy the code to productions. Then hypercare support is completed. Then the project will be moved to support or maintenance. Support or maintenance means whatever the code developed by you guys, may some bugs are there, or maybe the client want a new functionality, a new enhancement. So those will cover in the support or maintenance. So once implementation is completed after 1 year or 2 year, yeah, I won't say exactly the time framework, maybe 6 months or 1 year or 2 year or also sometimes. Example, GE clients, it will take minimum 2 years to start to complete the development. Then after completing the development and completing the hypercare support, then the project will be moved to support. That means whatever the production problems, bugs, or maybe new enhancement or new development that comes in the support or maintenance project. So after some time, yeah, the client, suppose before 10 years, the client used to R12, it's a 12.1.3. So now the latest is the 12.2.14 is the latest in the market. The client want to upgrade their software from old version to high version. So then we'll go with the upgradation project. So to migrate from lower version to higher version. Then at last are rollout. A rollout means I will give one real example, then you will come to know. So we are going to implement Oracle applications for Bajaj. Yeah. Okay. Bajaj has around 300 branches across the India, total 300 branches. Yeah. So I developed Oracle applications product. Oracle apps software development is completed. So once you complete the Oracle application product, that means the testing is done by users, functional people, and end users also, even developers also. Then we'll deploy this Oracle application product to all 300 branches at a time, or we'll go one by one. Which is the best one? Hmm. We spent around 1 year here to develop the Oracle application product. Then everything is good. Even the clients also tested. The software is the perfect. Then which is the best one? We'll deploy to one branch and test for 1 month or 2 months, and later add that software to remaining branches. Or at a time deploy the Oracle application product to 300 branches. Which is the best practice for all branches? One thing here, okay, na? So at the time of development means it's assumptions. It's not a real business. Okay, na? No one will test the code properly, even individual also. So once we deploy the code to the all the branches, if some bugs are there, suppose some form is not working, what will happen? Ah, just I'm putting on mute here. Okay, okay. So now tell me, yeah, okay, na? So which is the best one? That means add the software to all the 300 branches at a time, or only one branch and check for 1 or 2 months if the maybe we are getting lot of bugs. Then we have to fix that bugs in 1 or 2 months. Then if the product will be moved to stable. Once the product will be moved to stable, then roll out that product to remaining branches. So which is the best one? Ah.
Deploy in one branch and
Apply in
fix
one
the
branch.
bugs.
Yeah, that is the best practice here. No one will go to all the branches at a time. Something is bug in the product here. That means within 1 or 2 hours we can't fix that. It will take days to identify the problem and to make the that means again okay, fix that problem. Writing some extra code within 1 or 2 hours. Then the business will be down in that case. So that's why here no one will dare to migrate code to that means product to all the 300 branches. They will first check for 1 month or 2 months in the particular branch, then they will do the testing. If the product is working really good, that means 100% you will get a bugs. we will fix that within that tenure, maybe 1 month or 2 months, we'll fix all the problems. If the product will be moved to stable, then roll out to another branches. So that's called as the rollout. Okay, no? So adding software to the new country or new branch, that's called as the rollout project. Okay, no? So these four type of projects will get here. One is the implementation project. The second one is the support or maintenance. The third one is the upgradation. At last, it's called as the rollout project. Okay. So out of this, in which project you will get a good technical stuff? Always say implementations. Okay, na? You are going to develop a new code from scratch. Then you will build your own code, lengthy packages, forms, or reports. Okay, na? That's a right project for you here. So if you work one implementations, then you easily can maintain for another projects. Maybe it's a support or upgradation or rollout. So implementation is a little pain for you guys. You have to spend the most or the more time. Okay, maybe sometimes we have to extend your timings and weekends also. Maybe night to 12, 1, 3 also we have to work. That's a more pressure on you. The remaining, okay, it won't take much time. Yeah. So first 1 or 2 months, some pain. Later it will be easy for you guys. Support or maintenance, upgradation and rollout. But implementation means it will take a huge time. You have to spend more, okay, a lot of time with the development only. Right. So best practice here, when you get implementation project, okay, na, be ready to take that opportunity. So forget about remaining here. Okay, you will get a good technical stuff in the implementation project. Okay. These are the four types of projects are available in the market. May you will get a chance implementation. May you will get a chance to work on the support. May you will get a chance to work on the upgradation. Now market is the upgradations. All are migrating to 12.2.14 more. Okay, na? You're getting most of the calls in the upgradation. Okay, all the clients are upgrading to the latest. Then one more is the rollout project. Okay. Then forget about implementation or upgradation or rollout here. Now we'll discuss the support or maintenance. Okay. In support or maintenance, they will get a maybe the bugs, okay, na? Or enhancement or new development. Okay. So maybe it's a bugs or an enhancement or a new development. It's called as the ticket type. Ticket type. Bugs or enhancement or new development. The users will raise a ticket in service now. Most of the clients are using the service now. The tool name is the service now. Yeah. With that, they're going to raise the ticket. Okay, na? And assign to group. Group means we have the DBA group, a functional group, and a technical group is there. Yeah, depending upon the ticket type, maybe it's a functional bugs are there, technical bugs are there, maybe some DBA related setups also. So depending upon that, yeah, the users will assign the ticket to the respective group. Suppose if it's a technical problems, then they will assign to you guys. Then as a developer, I need to look into that problems. Okay. Then now, some companies will use the ServiceNow. Some companies will use the Jira also. Okay, na? Some companies will use the Bugzilla also. Bugzilla. Some companies will use the okay, na, Remedy. And number of tools are there, yeah. But most of the clients are using the ServiceNow. ఎక్కువగా యూజ్ చేసేది ఇదే tool. ServiceNow to raise the tickets. May they can use the Jira also. May you can use the Bugzilla. May you can use the Remedy also. This many third-party tools are there in the market. Out of that, most of the clients are using the ServiceNow. చాలా బాగుంటుంది అది మనకు for a ticketing purpose. Okay. So the users will raise the ticket, sir. Maybe that could be the bug or enhancement or new development. With the help of the ServiceNow, they will raise the ticket and assign to the group. So once assigned to the group, the manager, the product manager will again assign to the individual developers. అంటే depending upon their bandwidth. The manager will reassign to the exact developers. Just they will assign to the group. Group means the manager will receive the notifications. Again, the manager will split that work to the developers. Okay. Then, okay. Na? At the time of creating the ticket, yeah, there is a called as the priority. It's called as the P1. It's nothing but a critical. Then there is one more, P2. That's called as the high priority. high priority. The third one is called as the P3. It's a medium. Then P4, low priority. P4, it's called as the low priority. That. So at the time of raising the ticket, P1 means critical, then higher priority, medium, and low priority. Yeah? So once you get a critical here, you will get in the red color. So we have to respond within 30 minutes. You should. Within 30 minutes, you have to respond to users. Otherwise, it will go to escalation. Escalation mail will come to on-site offshore. Okay, na? So you should care of this P1 and P2. Yeah, within 30 minutes, you guys should respond and try to fix the problems. Otherwise, it will go to escalation. So P3 and P4 you can ignore, no problem. So that's why here in the support project, always you have to check the mails. Exactly, we don't know when the ticket will rise by the users. Okay, na? So you should take care of that. Yeah, in the support or maintenance, forget about implementations. They will give time, 5 days, 6 days, or 1 month also. In the implementation, you have plenty of time. But in the support or maintenance, immediately you have to respond to the ticket within the 30 minutes. Otherwise, there is escalation from the on-site team. You should take care of that. Yeah. Okay. So this is about how the ticketing will happen in real time. So the important tool is the service now. Yeah, may the clients will use the Jira also to raise the tickets. So as a developer, will get the tickets. That means your manager will assign to you. So once get the tickets, then start the looking into that and to provide the solutions. If it is the P1 and P2, within 30 minutes, so we should respond to users. Forget about P3 and P4 tickets. Okay, that's not that much priority. May you can respond within 1 or 2 days. Okay, so that process we are calling it as the SLA, nothing but a service level agreement. Service level agreement. That means how much time it will take to respond. It will change from company to company. Yeah, whether within the 30 minutes or 10 minutes or maybe within 1 hour. That is called as the SLA, service level agreement. Then if it is a P1, then how many days we should close that within 1 or 2 days. Okay, na? It's a P2, you can spend max 5 days. P3, you can send 7 days to 1 month. So that process we can define as a service level agreement. It's called as the SLA. In the SLA, we have to mention everything here. If it is reaching that SLA, then escalation will start. Suppose in the SLA, we defined if you get a P1 and a P2, you should respond within 10 minutes. If you are not responding within 10 minutes, that is violating the SLA. Then the answered people will start the escalation on you. Okay, na? So you should, yeah, okay, na? You should take care in the support project. So always you have to check the mails and respond to the users. So this is about two types of projects. May you will get a chance to work on the implementation. May you will get a chance to work on the support or maintenance. May you will get a chance to work on the upgradation, then rollout project. So any queries here? No, yeah, we'll go to the releases of ERP. So as per your knowledge here, what is the latest in the market? Oracle Apps version, latest Oracle Apps version. That's called as the R12. You can call it as the released one. Out of that here, what is the latest in the market? Oracle Apps latest version. 12.2.14 is the latest.
2.14.
So all the clients are upgrading to 12 to 14. So now they are into 12 to 4 or 12.1.3. Those clients are upgrading to the 12.2.14. Most of the recruiter calls are getting like upgradation project only. 12 to 14. So previously it is 12.2.10. So 13 also there. Blah blah blah. 12.2.9. I'm not going to cover all here. 12.2 some important versions in the market. 12.1.3, 12.0.0. Okay. So before that, we have the 11A. In the 11A, The last version was in the market 11.5.10.9. This was the last in the 11i. Then Oracle released R12, release 12. That's a 12.0.0. Now we are into 12.2.14. So before R12, there was a 11i year. In the 11i, the last version was 11.5.10.9. That is the last. So before that, 11.5.10. 11.5.8, 11.5.7. So, okay, I started my career with the 11.7.7, 5.7. Now I'm working on the 12 to 40. That's the on-to client. I'm working for the 12 to 40. That's a US client here. Okay. So this is about releases of ERP. So most of the clients are into 12 to 40. Okay. This is about releases of ERP product. Okay. So that's it here today. Just we'll recap. So today we discussed responsibilities of the functional consultant, then responsibilities of the technical consultant. The important word is called as the RISE W. Reports, interfaces, conversion, extension, and workflow development. So as a developer, we should work on all the components. Then apart from the code development, we'll prepare the three documents: MD70, MD120, TE20. MD stands for module design. MD stands for module design. Then TE means test cases. TE stands for test cases. Then a waterfall methodology and AIM methodology. So out of that here, Oracle Apps guys will go with the AIM methodology. Nothing but may you can call it as the SDLC, a software development lifecycle. So here requirement gathering, then gaps, then prepare FSD document and send to the technical team. The technical people will go through that and okay, analyze and prepare the MD70, then send it to counterpart. Counterpart will give approval, then start the code development in the dev instance, then start the developer testings. We can call it the unit testing, then send a mail to functional people. The functional people will do the one more testing. If that is working fine, deploy the code to test instance with the help of the DBA. For that, we need to prepare the MD120 document. Then the DBA will take care of that. Then inform to on-site people. The on-site people will start the testing. The testing is good. Then we'll get approval to migrate the code to production. Thereafter, we have the 1 month hypercare support. Then the product will be moved to support. Then the product will be moved to support or maintenance. In the support or maintenance, the clients will use the ticketing tools. Maybe it's the ServiceNow or Jira or Bugzilla Remedy. It's depending upon their investment. Yeah, forget about that. Their budget. Then you suppose if you are in the supporting process, you will get the tickets. Then there are type of the tickets and the priority of the tickets like a P1, P2, P3, P4. If you get a P1 and a P2, please respond immediately. Otherwise, it will go to escalation. Okay. Then P3, P4, not that much priority. Yeah. May you can respond. Okay, a little lengthy also, no problem. Then we discussed releases of the ERP. The latest is the 12.2.14. So we have the R12 and 11i. Nowadays, no one is using the 11i here. Almost all the clients are there into R12. Maybe the 12.3 or 12.4 or 12.14. ఏదో దాంతో మాత్రం ఉంటారు. So they are not using the 11i. 11i is the old version. Okay, so that's it. Yeah. So any queries today? ఓకే. సో నిన్న కంప్లీట్ అందరూ చేశారా? సీక్వెల్ క్వెరీస్ పెండింగ్ ఉందా? సీక్వెల్ క్వెరీస్ నిన్న 2 ఇచ్చాను కదా? డన్. ఓకే, గుడ్. యా. సో అవును, దానికి ఎలా రాశారు మీరు? ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ చెప్పండి. అప్డేట్కు అప్డేట్కి ఎలా రాశారు అందరూ? అప్డేట్ ఈఎంపి చెప్పాలి. సెట్ జెండర్ కదా? జెండర్ ఈక్వల్ టు వాట్ ఇస్ ద లాజిక్ యూ హ్యావ్ రిటర్న్? కేస్ రాశారు కదా? కేస్ వెన్ అప్పర్ ఆఫ్ ఈ నేమ్ like. So use uppercase. Yeah, that's a very very important. Okay, na? May sometimes the name is like a king. May they can enter the name as the king. So Oracle won't support that. We should use the case. Okay, na? Okay. Case functions like upper or lower. better go with the uppercase. Upper of ename like
A%.
A%, B%, అలా రాశారు కదా. So instead of writing that lengthy code here, is there any workaround? I need to write a single statement. Can I use the between operator?
Yes, sir.
Like a modulus bit.
Can I like ename between? Will it work? Between
sir.
to H.
J.
What? J. Okay. Will it work?
Between A and
J.
Okay. So may or may not here, because string operators, that means character data type, we can't use the between operator. Maybe only numbers will work properly. The characters I won't sure. Okay, na? So is there any workaround best practice? I don't want to hard code A, B, C, D like that. That's a not a right code here. You're not a right developer. So for each character here, A lowercase, A uppercase, B lowercase, B uppercase. For each character, there is one number is there. What is the number?
ASCII code.
ASCII code is there. So okay, you guys can convert it to ASCII code and use the between operator. Will it work? Case when upper of ename. Always I'm converting to uppercase, then get the ASCII value. ASCII of this one. The first character. Between. Exactly, I don't know. 56 to 78. I'm not sure. You guys okay, do some R&D and get that value. Some 70. I'm giving some blindly, 56 to 70. You guys, how do you get the ASCII of the A character? Go to SQL developer, select to ASCII of A from dual. You will get the from range. Then ASCII of J, you will get the two range. Then return as the male. Else a female. That's it. It's an easy
Sir,
way to.
normal ASCII value is different from SQL ASCII value.
No, it's the same. Correct. There's SQL ASCII and this is the same. Okay, no? But it's a standard. ASCII value means it's not a separate SQL ASCII value. Worldwide, it's the same value, ASCII value. Okay.
Oh.
I'm giving blindly. Exactly, I don't know. That's why I'm telling. So, but you are the developer. So how you will get ASCII value of A? You don't know. But you are the developer now. You know everything. How you will get it? Go to SQL developer. Don't look in the Google. That's wrong here. At any cost, don't look in the Google. So you are the developers. Even I don't know ASCII value, but I can get it. Open the SQL developer. Tell me here. ASCII value of upper A. How I will get it? Select yeah, A. From dual gada. So then you will get the A 65. Okay. For J, control enter. You will get 74. Now tell me. Now tell me the original script. What changes are required here? 65, 70. That's it now. So instead of writing A, B, C, D, E, F, don't use that type of code here. Okay, na? As simple as so. Okay, na? So finally, you will get the solutions. Okay. Don't go with the lengthy code. Okay, na? So it's a simple code, and you should consider the formatting also. Update to EMP, then set gender. You have to make the proper format here. Okay, na? So some people will use in the single statement update EMP, then set, don't to write that type of code. Okay, na? So if you want to write any select statement, select, then ename, comma, salary. Then you have to follow the proper, okay, na? Standards and the naming conventions. From EMP, the column name should be lowercase. Then special keywords like a select to, from, class should be uppercase. Table name always uppercase. That's a real-time standard. That means okay, na, real-time standards. Yeah, you should okay, na, follow the real-time standards. Column names please take in the lowercase. Then the keywords like a select to, from, where, having, order by class, please take in the uppercase only. Even a table also uppercase. Then where class. Okay, you should end exactly. It's like a thread మాదిరి ఉండాలి నాకు ఇలా. Select to ended in the same position. From also where you should follow properly. Yeah. Okay, na? That type of code. Okay, na? Naming conventions you have to follow, or maybe the standards. So some people will write a single statement. Select e name, comma, salary, comma. So don't write that type of code here. So we should follow some readability also. That means next developer will okay, na, read that code properly. If you're writing in the single statement, no one can read that code. Okay. So that's it here today. So tomorrow we'll go to three-tier architecture. That means tomorrow we'll log into Oracle applications. I will explain that how to connect it to the DB tier and to Linux server and to front end. How to log into product, Oracle applications product. That we'll discuss tomorrow. Okay. So that's it. Yeah, we'll wind up that today. And one more thing here. Who is recording the classes? Yesterday, a lot of people requested. Divya also requested. Venkatesh, are you there? Venkatesh.
Yes, sir.
Can you share to in the group here if possible?
Yes.
Last 3 or 4 classes.
Today I did not record. Today also I recorded second part.
Okay.
I will share the earlier classes.
Okay. Whatever the classes with you, Venkatesh, please share with in the group here. Okay, na? Otherwise, not only the Venkatesh here. If someone recorded, please help to other people. So though, okay, na, maybe some people are not okay. Na? Even yesterday, Pawan also not attending the classes. So please share the link here. Ashok, Ashok, నీ దగ్గర ఉన్నాయా?
ప్రీవియస్ బ్యాచ్ ఉన్నాయి సార్.
ప్రీవియస్ బ్యాచ్ ఉన్నాయా? ఓకే సార్, ఒకసారి షేర్ చేయలే మేబీ. ఓకే చూద్దాము, లేదంటే వెంకటేష్ కూడా షేర్ చేస్తాడు, సరిపోతాం.